Hello there. Am I in the show? You all see me? I actually can't see myself. Oh yeah, I'm in. There's good afternoon everyone. There's some issue with StreamYard today, and I actually can't see myself. Luckily, I can see myself live. Of course, I'm live on Facebook. Otherwise, it's just I see a box, a triangular colors of a box of lavender color. That's what I mean. I'm wearing lavender color today. That's what I see myself. Give me a second. Okay. It's a bit weird today. How's everything? Hi, Nick. Okay. I put it in at least know that I'm live. What do we have today? Okay. How's everything? Today's also quite cold. It's been quite cold morning lately, but I'm enjoying it. But let's remain that way, not anything more drastic than that. Okay, now today we will bring you what is the side effect of MCO. Uh, well, it's a good side actually. This is actually in Penang. The side effect of MCO. You see, around this time, many parts of sea around Penang would turn rusty red because of the alka bloom. August, September. However, the thick band of splotches of redness that appear off Tanjung Bunga, Penang last year is nowhere to be seen this year due to the drop of human activities in and around the surrounding seas. Yes, it's true. When you have lockdown, I actually remember last year, our first lockdown in March, I was reported even wild animals come to visit us in the kampong area. The rivers in Kuala Lumpur was so clean, and all this thing. It was a welcome change. I mean, I do welcome because I love good environment, good so-called fresh air, clear water. This is something that I told my friends last year. I mean, it's still the same. I hope everyone's agree with me. This is actually a warning from the gods that we believe in. This pandemic 19, because we have been too selfish. We have too really unkind to the earth. We destroy everything on the earth. We pollute the river. We chop down the trees. I mean, cases like we mentioned last 2 days and yesterday. I hope Selangor government actually permanently so-called give so-called the 500 over hectares of forest, leave it alone, do not convert it to commercial use. We need this for now and for future. So in some Penang, it was a welcome change. It says that the toxic rate type is not there, but still unhappy of signs of intense organic pollutions. So it has been over a year since the first movement of MCO came into force, which resulted in restricted public activities. So in Klang Valley, Klang River shows signs of improvements with less waste collected, more wildlife sighting. Why are the waste? People just chuck things to the drain, to the river, sungai, whatever it is. This is a bad habit. We hope to change the habits of this ourselves, And so if you see that, please report to now. This morning we have Alarm Flora and SW Corp actually returned our response. It actually shows the pictures that they all did a wonderful job. They clean up all the drains and all these things in one taman. Well done, Alam Farah and SW Corps. So please keep our environment clean. And Nandasan Numayan Sendian Bahat, Selangor Maritime Getaway Project, which is responsible for rehabilitations and of the river, has seen less waste being collected from river since the first MCO. It was reported the monthly average collections of waste has gone down from 1,500 metric tons in 2016 to 900 metric tons now. It's still a lot, even though it's a dip from 1,500, 1,500 to 900, 600 difference metric ton, but still a lot. So river was producing less smell and was cleaner now. Yes, it is, but last few days ago, there's an issue. That's in Selangor, the dam has to close because of audio pollutions again, But actually, after 2 days, things are back in order. But this is what happens when you pollute the river, especially the rivers that is producing so-called a source of our water supply. So they have no choice, the authority, but to close it down because of audio, smells, pollutions. So with the reductions in volume, it's starting to become smaller, and at some point, soon it will be reduced further unless there is drastic shift among people and industry that mindful about river protection. I can bet you, things could be better because of these culprits. We have ourselves to blame. The industrial owner, the people who runs factories, and those people that live nearby, they dump rubbish, they will pollute Mother Earth again, river, earth, whatever. I hope with the new cabinets in place, the respective ministry, please look into this seriously. We don't want anything more drastic to happen to us. We have really suffered enough from this pandemic. So, yeah, a good example, we have highlighted this as well. Sungai Melaka has become the talk of the town for greener and clearer water during the movement's MCO period, which it actually came out in the paper about a month or two ago. All right, so we move on to the next topic, where we're going to touch on car theft, or something very funny. It's about car theft. A suspected car theft on the verge of being captured by police reversed his car into his girlfriend and left her on the mercy of law before beating a hasty escape. So this guy, who is actually it's a couple who was attempting to steal a car. Apparently the guy was inside the car already. The girlfriend was behind, and the police came. He got panicked and he reversed this car and knocked down his girlfriend and left her girlfriend so-called in the mercy of the law. And this actually took place in Cheras, where policemen approached the car to check because the police suspect on this couple. So the 30-year-old guy in the driver's seat, while his girlfriend, who is also, I believe, to be his so-called accomplice, was arranging items in the car booth. So upon seeing the cops, the man immediately shifted the gear into reverse, went over his girlfriend, and took off. Well, this is love. This is real love. This guy, he just, it's not just panic. He's just selfish. He doesn't care about his girlfriend and just drove off. So what happens? Police opened fire to shoot at the tire, but this suspect managed to escape. And the woman in her 20s was sent to Kuala Lumpur Hospital for her injuries, while her boyfriend was eventually arrested in a follow-up operations. And what this couple are on the wanted list of series of car thefts since 2019. They are actually a couple who take this as a career, and they are wanted since 2019. So on April 4, according to the Vehicle Theft Reduction Council of Malaysia, an average of 20 vehicles were reported stolen on a daily basis in 2020, down from average 32 the year before, means 2019. we represent 37% reductions. But then in 2020, which is last year, an average 20 vehicles was reported stolen. I can remember we have a lot of reports on abandoned vehicles, and that's one that's BMW X5 was abandoned. So the reporter said it was left there for months. No one actually come and pick up the car. So we actually report to the authorities, and they found it's actually a stolen car. So so this is something serious. This couple, they was wanted for car theft since 2019. God. So please be careful, you guys who drive cars. Park somewhere safe. I mean, sometimes it's hard to get car parks and all these things, but try to be careful. Make sure the alarm is on, it's locked and all these things. All right. Hi, Fabians. Good afternoon to both of you. I wondered, Daman got a lot of car theft. I remember this has happened to me when I started work this long time ago. My car was actually stolen when I parked nearby my office. So I was so panicked. It was actually stolen. This is how many years? About 30 years ago. Right. What I did was, we suspect is someone duplicate the car key doing when I service the car, because I service the car in the morning nearby. And during lunch, I pick up my car and went back to office and parked downstairs on the area. This is in Damansara. So after 5, when I leave office, the car was gone. No joke. It's a nightmare. I mean, kind of things. You start panic, and all this panic attack comes in, and all these things. So no joke. Just be careful with your car. I do get some panic attack sometimes. I remember, probably because of my age, when I park it, and then for example, if I go shopping and come back, I don't find my car, I get panicked. So nowadays, what I do, especially in those big mega mall, it's nothing to be embarrassed of. Just snap pictures, which level you are and which parking lot you are, so it's easier to find. Do that even though in a hurry, because sometimes you just can't recall where you park your car especially when you're rushing. So all right. Now, something I'd like to share also. This morning I got this video, this report from New York. I have 2 videos to show you and see what happens now in New York. This was happens on the 1st of September, which is 2 days ago. Well, this recently, about a month or 2, happens in China. Now it's happening in New York. I got this news this morning. It says here, at least 8 deaths as Hurricane Ida smashes into New York City's area, and many more missing. Massive fresh flooding caused by the hurricane that wreaked havoc in the northeast of US. So 8 people are confirmed dead, 7 in New York, 1 in New Jersey, and 280,000 people without power in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. So it's a big hurricane that hits New York. So New York City suspends subway and ban all non-emergency vehicles from the roads until 5 a.m. That's what the day that happened. So the mayor suggests that everyone please stay inside. right? Stay inside your house and do not go out. And we have to stay in here in Malaysia, lockdown, stay home, stay safe. Same things happens in New York now. They had this, the vice mayor, we have nothing to do outside, to stay at home, so it's quite serious. Hope everything is back in order, because this is the tragic that we face now. It's the pandemic or mother natures and all those things. So please value what we have now, to not destroy what we have. So much so that we have left little to our next generations. I actually pictures what we have, right? What we face in this pandemic is the movies. I can't remember. It's about 10 years or 10 over years ago, the movie that I saw, that the planet is destroyed. People had to live underground. I collect this, that now we have to live at home. I mean, stay at home. Try not to go out. When we go out, we have to wear double masks and all these things. So in the movie, when they go out from the earth, they have to live underground. When they come up to the earth, they have to wear oxygen masks and all these things. So because the whole earth is damaged. So this is what I see we are facing right now. And we do not take care anymore further, we will go as worse as that. So please love what we have now, treasure what we have now. And we want to pass all this to our next generations. Let them enjoy what we have enjoyed as well. Okay, something local now. Our new Minister of Health, KJ, wants the public, those anti-vaccinated, that he's not too far from making COVID-19 vaccines mandatory. Once the parliament is opened, I hope this will pass in the parliament, that making vaccinations for everyone. So no more people saying that I have the right not to be vaccinated. So even Tan Selangor has warned those religious teacher, which came up yesterday, say you might lose your job if you don't do it. So you have to do it, please. All right. So what's next? Okay. In Malaysia, Kini. Yesterday we touched of these articles. There's a report in U.S., California. Children can now be contacted with COVID-19 as easy as adult. The case study was in a school when teacher passed it to the students. Half of the students, eventually it spreads all over. So what they suggest that in the classroom have good ventilation, all these things. It's reported here as well in Malaysia. 41 children have died of COVID-19 this year, as of August 2021, January to August 30th. There's 41 children died compared to 6 last year, involving children age under 18 category, say the health ministry. So the 41 deaths make up of 0.01% out of 310,000 cases involving children this year. So it's increasing. Last year, you have a record of 6, and this year, for the first 8 months, 2021, it's actually, you have from 6 down to 41 death, children under 18. So this is serious. So don't tell me that the adults or these people who are anti-vaccinated, that I don't care, it's not going to hurt me and all these things. The children, And something also about economy. Shops in Klang Valley, in neighborhoods shops, just like in my Taman and all these ones in Klang Valley, wary of reopening because of COVID-19 variants. They're really scared. It's true. As I said, even the restaurants in my area, kopitiam in my area, even though they allow dine-in with the SOP, they prefer people to pack. They not still open up for dine-in, not ready yet. I think this is what's happening in all the neighborhood business, F&B and all these things. Probably those in Mega Mall, all these are all open. We still, it's a good thing. All of us are very cautious now. It reported, this is an article on the 3rd Minutes today, so over the past few months, some eateries in Klang Valley struggled to survive without dine-in customer. Owner often wonder aloud when dine-ins would finally be allowed. Now, when the time allowed, they say no, it's better to stay closed for dine-in. So the time will come soon. Foreign Prime Minister Dr. Sri Ismail said the Klang Valley can move into phase 2 of the National Recovery Plan since 90% of the populations in Klang Valley have been vaccinated, 90% of adults. Yes, a new fear has surfaced as COVID-19 variants like Delta has contributed to a continued rise in cases. So how safe is it to reopen to customers? We have to very, the operator really have to consider this fact because make sure if you want to open up for dine-ins, your people are vaccinated. Do not allow children under 18 to come in. Tell the parents this is always a fear factor, and make sure the ventilation is good. All steps are taken. Your kitchen always stay clean. Make sure your meat and all this are well cold and all this because Delta variant still, the virus still can live in frozen meat as reported in Hong Kong. It was reported the whole cargo of fish, frozen fish, has infested with Delta virus. So this is the things that we have to consider before we operate. All right, one for the road. Oh yes, we have. This is probably we have talking about it last 2 weeks or so with when Mio was around. Remember that test kits. They're selling like I bought something like 20 or close to 30 ringgit. Now that's a ceiling price. It's less than 20 ringgit now, which is still high because we requested the government to subsidize and sell at retail at least 10 ringgit per set. So now has gone down about 10 ringgit, but it's still a bit high for everyone to buy it because unless you're staying alone, you buy one for yourself. If you have a family or you have housemates in your house, you have to buy few. So I hope that it goes down to at least 10 ringgit per set, so everyone can afford, not to say enjoy using it, but afford to use it. Yes, Nick, it was around 39 ringgit. If not mistaken, it was reported 1990 ringgit now, the new current price. But hope they go lower because it can actually go for mass productions. It's produced in Malaysia as well. And I think home kits is now also a necessity that people will store it at home when you don't feel good and you feel the symptoms and all these things. You have to test it at home, So I hope please KJ look into it as well. Please, it's a good step. We have managed to reduce it, but go further. All right. The best is below 10 ringgit and encourage more players, imports, and all these things so that we have more competition, price will go down. Oh, with Jess, new hairstyle, Melvin. Yes, I have not been a barber for 4 months, Jess, and I start to love this new hairstyle. Save a bit of money. I used to go every 2-3 weeks. But then I was having this fear of going. When everyone rushed to the barber and all these things, so I'm playing wait and see. Jess, Jess, do join us on the 12 noons. What's for lunch? All right. So Jess, you're a bit late. Whenever you can catch up. Next week is Monday to Friday, every 12 noon, right? So we come to an end today, and hope to see you next week. And happy weekend. So stay home, stay safe. We have nothing to do outside. Please do not go out. Enjoy yourself at home. All right. Okay. Good day. Bye now.